If you're pay to play, how much are you looking at spending this anniversary? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the stone sales coming up during the 8th anniversary. This is something I like to do for you pay-to-play players out here. Whether you're a whale, somebody looking for the big gain coming in the 8th anniversary, or you're somebody just looking to maybe spend a little, get a little bit of what you need. In order to pick up that, the units that you want. So, this is something, you have to consider if you're a pay-to-play player. After all, there are four major banners on the celebration, right? You have the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and then the GT duo here. You also have the Part 2 LR banners for the, where are they? They're way down here, the banner. The Kid Gohan and the Kai Goku, both who are really good in their own right. So if you're somebody who's chasing all four LRs, being pay to play is something you might consider. Obviously, I always recommend staying free to play as best you can, but your money is your money. Do with it as you please. I'm just here to kind of advise you. Maybe if you're a low to play player, help you figure out where best to spend your money. So first, we're just going to kind of overview everything that's available, and then we'll kind of add it all up and see how much it's going to cost us. So first up, these are what the sales are going to look like. This is a screenshot of the sales from the 6th anniversary, but I remember from last year I forgot to screenshot it, but it's basically the same. There was little variation, if any at all. So this is kind of what we can work off to give us an idea of how much it's going to cost. So we'll have 99 cents stone sale per day for 5 stones. That's going to total in 170 stones, right? Because 34 days for the anniversary, I believe. So that's a pretty good deal right there, right? It ends up being like 33 something dollars for 170 stones. That's pretty good. You have the $4 pack for 50 stones, $3 for 12 stones, $7.99 for 3 times for 32 stones. That's 98 stones for $21 basically. You have the $31 pack for 93 stones, 9 times, and then the 100 stone pack for which includes the premium Dragonstone, which we'll talk about in a minute, for 3 times. On top of that, we'll have peel-off tickets packs, more than likely, for both Part 1 and Part 2, split into... I'm curious how they'll handle the Part 2, if they'll just give us 1 pack, and, I think that's how they did it in the worldwide, right? So it'll just be 1 pack, and you can decide where to use it. But for Part 1, there'll be... Majin Buu pack and then a GT pack, right? And then these usually go, step 1 is like $3.99, step 2 is usually $9.99, and then these are $32.99, which you can purchase twice. So that is something to consider if you're going to be pay to play. That tickets might be an option if you want to save your stones for worldwide or something. On top of that, we'll also have the daily pack, which will be cut in half. It's usually $9.99. It'll be $5.99 for the anniversary, or $4.99 rather for the anniversary. So that's really, really good. So let's assume you're a smart player and you pick up the pack here. For the daily stone pack starting at $4.99, you're starting out at just about $5. I do recommend you do that. That's a really good deal. It ends up being 95 stones over the course of the month, and top of everything else you're getting for logging in. So it ends up being a really, really good deal. Now, if you decide to pick up the 99 stones every day, that's going to be $33, roughly. $4.99 plus $33.66, I think is what it comes out to. That's $38.65 just from those doing the daily stone packs, right? And that's still going to get you a pretty hefty, that's like 300 something stones right there, so that's pretty good. Now, if you decide to pick up the multi-pack here, we're talking plus $3.99. That puts us up to $42.64. Now include this $2.99 pack, and we're at $45.63. So for $45, you've netted yourself almost 500 stones. It's pretty good. Okay, now when it starts to get expensive is where we start to look at the bottom row here, right? So for $3.99 we have $7.99 plus $7.99 plus $7.99. So if you end up getting all of those, 65 plus you're looking at about $67 total if you get everything we've mentioned so far. Now is where it starts to get really, really expensive. For the $31 pack, if you bought all 9 of them, that in and of itself is $355, right? Now add that into the 67 from before and you're at $422. So that's kind of a lot, right? So you really got to consider if you're going to be pay to play, right? It is kind of a lot, but you know, maybe 1 or 2 packs here or there, depending on where your money's at. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but if this is something that you're passionate about and you're okay with and you have the disposable income, then why not? Now, before you hop into the 31 packs, I do recommend you pick up the 3 stone packs if you're going to purchase, obviously, because they are a really good deal with that premium stone. I'll go over here why in a second, but should you decide to pick that up, you are looking at, let's see, let's do the math here. $40.99 times 3. All right, so that's $122-ish, $120-ish. Add that on to our $422 from earlier, $544.97 is what we're looking at, ish. Maybe $545, right? And that's not even including the tickets yet. So just on stones alone, you're looking at $545. That is a lot of money. I don't recommend anybody go way down there and do that unless you have the disposable income. Try to stay free to play as best you can. After all, even though this is a lot of stones that are available for purchase, you're going to get over 1,200 stones from the anniversary anyways, if you remember from our other videos. Keep that in mind. Now, should you decide to purchase these tickets, which to be completely honest, if you're going to purchase, I think this is the way to go first. Tickets are usually a good way to get. Plus, you know, you add on to the free tickets you're going to get for somebody with your stones. There's a good chance you'll pick it up without using too many stones. But should you decide to do it, right? Basically, like I said, it's usually what, $4.99 times, or no, it's $3.99 I think for the packs times 2 because you can get them twice, right? So $7.98 if you bought both sides, the GT and the Majin Buu side. Then the $9.99 pack times 2, right? $19.99. Plus $7.98. Okay, so $27.96 now. Obviously, you're probably going to want to go through the final step. Now, the final step, you're probably going to be able to purchase. It depends on how they do this. Now, they might do this where you get one final pack and then you get a premium pack in the final step, right? That's sometimes how they work it, right? So the premium pack will be slightly more expensive, but it's guaranteed featured, right? So that's usually $32.99 for those. So if you bought them twice, $32.99. Now there may be more, right? So $32.99 times 2, $65 getting up to there, plus the 27 from before. You're just under $100 if you bought all of the packs, and that's just the part 1 packs. There'll probably be a part 2 pack with something similar up to this pack here. It'll be like $30 less. Well, actually, it'll probably be the same because they'll probably give you 2 chances to pick up the extra pack. So that's another 90. We'll just say it's similar because it's more than likely going to be another new $92.98. So that's $185 in tickets should you choose to do that. Add that to our $545, and in total, if you are a pay-to-play player and you're a whale, you're looking at a $730 bill. bill. That's kind of a lot. I don't recommend players, go that route. Heck, I'm not even going to go that route. That's way too much. It's going to cost you a pretty penny, and I don't recommend anybody else do that. I mean, I will probably more than likely just pick up a few of the tickets, and then use the 1,000 stones. God, excuse me. Getting a little under the weather here, but more than likely that's all I will do. After all, that's what I recommend most people do, because it's a gacha game, guys. Enjoy it. If you're passionate about it, if you got the disposable income, throw some money at it. Get what you want, but don't go overboard. I certainly don't plan on doing it, and I hope you don't either. This is just kind of an overview of what you can expect in terms of sales and how much you'd be looking at spending, because I think it's important to contextualize what you're actually purchasing here, because I know sometimes it gets hard, not thinking about the numbers. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. So anyways, guys, that is the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, whether you're free to play or pay to play, let me know, which of these sales looks most interesting to you. If you're a pay to play player, what do you usually do every year? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.